Let's talk about strategic joy. Strategic joy is the coolest concept, and it's all about how important it is to stop along the way and enjoy yourself. And I'm talking about every single day. The most efficient and effective entrepreneurs, CEOs, and successful people in our world do exactly this. And I see you. I know how hard you've been working, and maybe you've been working really hard for a long time. Maybe you aren't where you want to be and you're feeling frustrated. You're working towards a goal. It takes a lot of time and energy and resources and focus. And the last thing we were taught to do growing up was take some time out and relax. We were told to walk it off, right? We were told, oh, I'll give you something to cry about, right? This was just a different time and era as a Gen Xer. And what I'm seeing in the people that I'm working with is this incredible rate of burnout, overwhelm, sadness, depression, sorrow, because we think our responsibility is to stay nose to the grindstone the whole time. When what I'm going to tell you is having a little bit of joy can be super strategic. It also reminds us that literally the journey is the whole point of what we're doing. When you think, well, I'll be happy when, it's devastating, because the bottom line is we are working for resonance, right? I got this concept from Lana Young. When we're talking about resonance, we're talking about finding what fits our energy and our focus and our abilities. And when we're thinking, I will be successful when I lose 5 pounds, I will be successful when I have a big team, I will be worthy and successful when I'm able to have my own podcast. That's all bullshit. You are worthy and successful today, right now. And I know it because I know you. But you might be overwhelmed, exhausted, and down because you haven't deployed your greatest strategy, which is strategic joy. Why would I say that joy being strategic can really make a difference? Well, the first reason is it's going to dramatically enhance your motivation and your engagement. When we are just nose to the grindstone, always trying to do what we need to do, it really detaches us sometimes from what we're living for. And that's our motivation, right? You need to go back to the elements of joy, enjoying what you're doing, especially if you've been pulled out of your zone of genius in your business. I have been working on a website. That is not my zone of genius. I have hired someone to help me because it was not only not giving me strategic joy, it was sapping all of my motivation, right? So you need that motivation as your fuel to keep charging towards your goals. Let strategic joy light that fire again. Next is going to increase your creativity and your innovation, which is often how we get to where we need to go. When you have a checklist and you do that checklist relentlessly and you don't eat any dessert and you're always eating your vegetables and you're only sticking to the tasks that you need to do and nothing for fun, how creative do you think you really are? When does creativity come to us, right? A nice hot shower, driving on a cool country lane with a canopy of trees in the fall. We need boredom. We need joy. We need space to be able to be innovative, to be able to be creative. Don't cut yourself off from those, because even if you're in the most quant-oriented job in the world and your goals are that way too, joy will transform how your brain is working and how you're going to be able to get to concepts that other people are missing because they haven't got your definite strategies. Next is going to be to reduce stress and burnout. I think this is easy to understand, right? When you know, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I scheduled a lunch meeting next to my favorite coffee shop. And after the lunch meeting, I brought my favorite book and I'm sitting for an hour with my cortado and my book, and it's all about me. I'm taking a break. I've been looking forward to this all day. It changes the landscape of your entire day, right? It's hard to feel burned out when you're sitting reading a book in your favorite coffee shop. Insert whatever makes you joyful. Maybe it's playing your favorite video game for an hour. Maybe it's going for a walk with that friend. Maybe it's going to a museum. Maybe it's doing your art. Whatever brings you joy, you've got to plug into it. Because when you unplug from that joy, you just aren't your best self. You want to reduce stress. You want to reduce burnout. This is also true when it comes to rejuvenating your energy, right? This isn't just about, oh, what's your focus and how are you feeling? Physically, we change when our burnout is less and our stress is less. Next is going to be that it can create stronger relationships and team dynamics. Whatever type of team that you're working with, one of the best strategies you can deploy is to do fun things together. I love when we all get house away and work together for a week and make sure we play volleyball and have some fun. That is transformative. I love it when all of a sudden, one of the places that I used to work every month had a special drop in, like a donut truck would come or an ice cream truck would come or a taco truck would come, and we would all get a break and we would go down, we would visit for an hour, we would get a treat, and then back to work. We longed for that day, right? It's like recess at kids school. We all know this is true when we're talking about kids. We would never expect a child to be able to grind out for 12 hours in a day, focused in only doing things and tasks that are required and dry and boring. But why, as adults, do we think we can shift out of that? I'm just a big kid, you guys. I don't know about you, but we're also looking at the entire dynamic of the team. When you do something with that, with a group that you're trying to achieve a goal with, it really bonds you in a way that can make your efficiencies and effectiveness afterward even better. And then last but not least, it's about long-term sustainability. If you're feeling tired listening to this, if you are exhausted and burned out, if you've lost the satisfaction in pursuing your dream, that's going to contribute to you wanting to quit and walk away. And maybe you already have, and you regret that. You're thinking, why did I switch from this company to this company? You're thinking, I really wish I hadn't stopped trying to learn Spanish, play the piano, create a new book club about the fantasy books that I love, ACOTAR, right? Maybe you need to get back to that goal. And maybe what happened when you burned out is that you forgot to deploy strategic joy. At the end of the day, none of us can just keep going without some breaks and without some fun. But when you actually integrate that as a strategy, you're going to be way ahead of the game, and it's going to help you find your purpose and reach your goals. And I'm Amy. That's what I'm here to help you do. I have the midlife mentorship, which is focused on particularly helping women in midlife do this, because I've noticed that as we enter this phase of life, a lot of us are trying to make up for lost time, right? We're thinking, look, I stopped and I raised the kids for 22 years, and now I've got to catch up. I need a career. I want to do something of impact. I want to do more. And so we're racing the sun. We're working too hard, and we forgot how we got where we are, right? And so the midlife mentorship is this great group that's going to allow you the opportunity to leverage some new systems and frameworks, to be part of a community where we're all working to find our joy, our purpose, and to reach our goals. And it's got a lot of tools and experiences that are going to help you do exactly that. Most importantly, it gives you cheerleading section and accountability section, which is what I always needed when I started. I started as an entrepreneur over 8 years ago, and I've created 2 8-figure businesses. And now I realized in my coaching work, belly to belly was super limiting. I could only see so many people. So this is our chance to build a place where all of us support each other as we work towards our goals, deploying things like strategic joy. So shout out below how you're going to deploy strategic joy in your week this week. I'm Amy. This has been Live About 5. I'm so grateful you're here.